Hi guys, welcome to another sketchbook tour. This is the sketchbook that I started just after Christmas. I got to give it as a Christmas present. It is a Strathmore mixed media sketchbook. It is a hardcover. You can hear it there. Little quick look at it. It's the first time that I've used a Strathmore mixed media sketchbook, and I must be honest, at the start I was a little bit nervous because obviously these are quite pricey. This was a Christmas present, but they are quite pricey, so I didn't know whether I'd be too intimidated to make art in it. But what's really helped is the fact that I have been doing the 100-day sketchbook play challenge by Katie Moody, which is where you work in your sketchbook every weekday, so Monday to Friday, 5 days a week. And I've kept to it, and I think right now I am on day 62, I think. So I've been doing it for quite a while. And I think I am just over halfway, I reckon. Halfway through my sketchbook here that I filled, so I thought it's about time that I do a little sketchbook tour. So it's just going to be half a sketchbook, and you will be able to see that I started this, I think it was the 2nd of January, and we are now on the 6th of April, I believe. I'm filming this. It'll probably go out next month, I imagine, on YouTube, but it's on the 6th of April. It's Maundy Thursday, so Easter weekend, that I'm filming this. So here's my sketchbook. I've got some stickers on here. So this one in the middle, I got this from St. Ives, the Tate in St. Ives. So you know, the Tate Modern that's in London, they also have a Tate in Cornwall in England. So I've got that one there. And then this one is from Lunar Isle and Plumbella, who is a Sims YouTuber. It's her online store. I'll link all these people down below, by the way. This one, I believe, is it Lee Alexson? I think it is Lee Alexson. This one definitely is Apple Cheeks, and this one here is Jessica Smith illustration. I think that's correct. That's the only one I'm a bit iffy about, but I think it is Lee. If it's not Lee, it's Apple Cheeks, so she'll be tagged anyway, but I'll tag Lee. None on the back. I don't put them on the back because obviously this is a bit that normally gets messy and scuffed and everything, so I don't want to waste my stickers on there. So here we are. Let's jump straight into it. So first page, yes, I started this on, the 23rd of January. There's me saying it was the 2nd of January, 23rd of January. And this is just a pro marker piece here. I love pro markers. I think I've said before in a previous sketchbook tour that how much I love pro markers. They give such like nice, clear, clean and like pastel and blended effect, but they just bleed through. Every single sketchbook that I have found, it bleeds through. Even this sketchbook, which is a mixed media sketchbook, so the pages are quite thick, but it still bleeds through. But I do love them, but you won't see them very often in this sketchbook because I don't want to ruin it. So you can just see here it's bled through. And on his page here, this is a Zentangle leopard. You will have seen in a previous, my last studio vlog, I think, I've made these into stickers now. And when I launch my shop, they will be available in sticker form. So if you like those, please comment down below, and I will keep you informed of when they're going to be available. Here, this is me starting to face my fear of anatomy and lifelike drawing, and specifically eyes. Really struggle with eyes. I'm really happy with how this one turned out, actually. I don't know if I can lift that up to the camera a bit more. Really happy with how that one turned out with the shading. And then I believe on the next page I did some more studies of eyes. So I just kept going and going, kind of trying to overcome my fear and get some practice in. Here, this is a drawing of Michelangelo's David. You can see him here. It came out a little bit more cartoon-like than what I intended. But I'm still really happy. the proportions a little bit off, but again, it's pushing me out of my comfort zone. And when you're just drawing just with pencil, there really is nowhere to hide. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that spread. These are just some little doodles. Animals are so much cuter when they have little glasses on. So little doodles there. Next page. This pen is a V-Sign Pilot pen. This one here, this is the pen that I use for a lot of my drawing. That's what I used on the previous page as well. I love this. It's my favourite pen to draw with. I've also got it in blue, red and green. Love this pen. And here is Henry VIII. If you've watched a previous sketchbook tour when we went to Hampton Court Palace, you will know that I'm a massive Tudor fan, specifically Henry VIII. And I'm excited to say we are going to Hampton Court Palace again this month. And I'm really hoping to get some plein air artwork in. We're also going to Windsor Castle same weekend. We're kind of, because they're not too far apart. So I'm really hoping to get some footage and to film it and for it to be seen on here. I'm trying to get quite a lot of footage in because as you would have seen in my previous, or heard in my previous studio vlog, our little boy is coming home. We've adopted. So I'm going to be quite busy. So I'm trying to get some extra filming in because studio vlog is going to be a bit difficult for the next couple of months. So I'm just trying to do other things as well. So yeah, that's Henry VIII. This is just a neo colour, little landscape, just having a bit of fun there. I just used them neat, and I believe, oh yeah, I also used some coloured pencils over the top. So I think those are Prismacolor pencils over the top. And this was a draw this in your style. I cannot remember the artist's name, but I will tag them below because I'll go back on my Instagram and have a look. And this is another Zentangle. By now you know I love a Zentangle, and this is a mushroom Zentangle. And I have made this into a print. So again, there'll be lots of Zentangles when my shop opens. So again, if you like that one, just comment down below or give this video a like, let me know. And then I can make sure they're available for you. This is a lovely spread. I got out a children's illustrated book from the library. You would have seen a previous studio vlog. And I tried to recreate one of the pages, and this is probably one of my favorite spreads, and actually probably my favorite spread actually. I'm trying to go over 2 pages and kind of make one big spread. I haven't done that very much, so in the second half of the sketchbook I think that's what I'm going to aim to do, make more actual overall spreads. But I really love the vivid colors here. So this is just using watercolor pencils and then added water on top. So really happy with that one. Again, this is another spread inspired by one of the books I got out from the library. I just cut out, so I drew on a plain piece of paper the outline of a bird. Then I stuck it on just with like masking tape. And then I used oil pastels to do the branches. And then I peeled it off to leave the outline of the birds. I think it's actually quite effective. So quite happy with that little spread there. So this is Beatrix Potter. There's me trying to recreate a couple of her illustrations. I'm quite happy with Jemima. Don't really think I got the face right on Hunca Munca, and obviously that's Taylor of Gloucester. But yeah, I am quite happy with Jemima there. And again, using one of the children's books from the library to draw some animals. I really think children's books and their illustrations is great to get inspiration for your own artwork. Again, getting inspiration, not copying. This is just a sketchbook. I'm not making money off of somebody else's art. That's really not okay. And again, I'm down below. I'll credit where images are from. The references for all of these images you will find in a previous studio vlog. But yeah, it's great to spark your kind of creativity by looking at other people's art. And I really love this little parrot. Look at his little face. I think he's really super cute. Hello. Yeah, super cute. And then, ooh, stuck together a little bit. Over here, so okay, so this is some pencil drawings of Beatrix Potter. Again, Jemima down there, I think that's my favourite. Scroll napkin and the Flopsy bunnies. Then over here, this is a day that I really wasn't feeling it. This is the trouble with doing a daily art challenge. Not every day you're going to be on it and like what you produce. So I pretty much hate the majority of this page, probably aside from this little tortoise at the top. He's probably maybe this little guy here, but apart from that, pretty dreadful spread. So I'm not really impressed with that one. Over here, this is gouache, so whole bean acrylic gouache, and then going over with coloured pencil. I like my little sheepies, they're quite cute. And then here is a drawing of a vase that I have, and again this is using the blue version of that V-Sign Pilot pen. Here we have a couple of charcoal drawings. So this is one of a donkey. Again, you'll know by now, I love donkeys. And this is meant to be our little Shih Tzu Alfie, who I share with my parents. But it doesn't really look much like him. But it's kind of cute, but I prefer the donkey. I did a better job there. So again, another Zentangle, but as well on this one I used Winsor & Newton gold ink to paint in between, kind of to give it that it begins with K. I'll say it down below. I can never say it out loud, but you know the Japanese way of repairing pots by using gold and making them beautiful again. So yeah, that is that one. I'm quite happy with how that turned out. And this one, I've been seeing it on a few different artists' YouTube vlogs of doing an undercoat of quite fluorescent pink. I think Lee's done it. And then going over the top. And that's what I did here. This, you can see this is very luminous, very, very pink. I love it. I've got some tulips. So this is just, so this pink and this black are really cheap acrylic paints from, I think it's the Range, or I might have got the pink from Hobbycraft, but they were like the cheapest I could find. And then this other paint here is my whole bean acrylic gouache. Again, these guys here, this is my acrylic gouache here. But when you're using stuff in this big quantity, like for the backgrounds, I really don't think it's worth wasting your expensive paint because the whole bean is expensive. So I just got cheap stuff for that. And I'm really pleased with how it actually turned out. Quite happy with that page. Good to try something different. And this is actually, you can see it's stuck in. So this is the paper palette. So I've got the Winsor & Newton just paper palette where you just rip off the pages once you've used them. Because obviously with the whole bean acrylic gouache, you can't reactivate it like normal gouache. Once it's dry, it's dry. So after I painted that other page, I just smushed up all the colours and then I made a drawing out of it. So it didn't go to waste. So here it is here. I used it as one of my daily art. And then just went over the top of it with some coloured pencils. Kind of almost like Van Gogh kind of style, starry night sky with the swirls. But yeah, didn't go to waste. And then this is quite funny. So I had been watching Katie Moody's vlogs and sketchbook pieces where she's been using pan pastels, and they're super expensive. And I didn't really want to buy them if I didn't really like what the effect they gave. So instead, I rummaged around in my old makeup drawer and found some old cheap makeup palettes, and I like blusher and stuff and eyeshadow, and I use that here, which is quite funny. And surprise, it didn't actually turn out that great, but I gave it a go, and I got these cheap kind of spongy things from the Range again. to apply them. Didn't actually work that great, but I'm glad I tried it. And this is what it's about. So it's not being precious with your sketchbook, it's having a go, experimenting, and that's certainly what I did there. This one is the Draw Us in Your Style challenge by Katie Mai. And part of the challenge was you had to use something that you hadn't used before. So I had never done a complete piece just using oil pastels. I'd always use something else. Or like it's kind of been more like, you know, like that previous bird piece where it's literally just a few squiggles to make some branches rather than actually colouring it in and using it totally. And that's what I did here. And I don't actually like the effect that it gave. I think I would have wanted to use some other mediums over the top, maybe layered it up. But that was a challenge and that's how it turned out. So I'm glad again that I gave it a go. Again, this is another Zentangle, but the cross. So the background is whole bean acrylic gouache, and I masking taped out the cross, and I peeled it off to reveal the white area, and then I used my V-Sign Pilot pen to do the design on. I think I did a YouTube short of this. I know I certainly did a TikTok. If you want to check that out, I will link all of my social media platforms down below if you want to check it out. And here is a peacock again. I don't really feel this page, it's a bit empty. Wasn't feeling it that day. I think you can tell when you're not feeling it, and I was not feeling it this day, but I showed up to Sketchbook, I did it. And then the next day, I loved this page. Again, that's my Luminous Pink paint, I love it. And then over the top, this is actually using Posca pens. So Posca paint pens. I absolutely love the design it gave. I love the colour palette, and I absolutely, yeah, I love it. If I haven't said love enough. So this is definitely something I look to scan in maybe and make into a print at some point, because yeah, or do something with it at least, because it's really, really cool. And over here, this is using my whole bean gouache again. So I've got some oranges and lemons. And then afterwards, I went round with a white Posca pen and a gold Posca pen to also almost to try and make them into like little stamps. I'm not quite sure what I was doing there, maybe thinking that I could maybe possibly turn it into like some kind of, I don't know, sticker or something, but it's good to experiment. I don't think I fully pulled off what I had in my head, but it looks quite cool. So this is some anatomy drawing that I did. You know, I talking previously about I'm just really nervous about drawing people in general. I'm terrible at people. So I watched Jess Karp's video. It's a 2-part video, and ended up watching part 2 first. So this is from part 2, and then I think in a couple of pages you'll see part 1. But there was a YouTube video she did where there was different poses and you could draw along with her. And this is just using charcoal. So these are 1-minute drawings and these are 2-minute drawings. I'm really pleased with the marks I was able to get down in such a short space of time. Actually, I love this form here, and because you're on a time limit, it encourages you to be more loose, and I'm actually really pleased with how those turned out. So it's definitely something I need to get better at. Just try and probably look up doing some more life drawing classes via YouTube. I don't think they would appreciate me taking a baby along to a life drawing class in real life. More Zentangles. Didn't actually turn out as well as I thought they would. I like the cat. Mushroom's not as great. But just playing around again. And then this is using my Neo colours, just a simple little vase. Quite pleased with how that turned out actually. Quite simple. I like the reflection I was able to just suggest by a couple of marks on the vase or the jug. And this is that part 1 video I was talking about from Jess Karp. So just a drawing of figures, no details. So I've just put play, let go of perfection, movement. So a lot of these poses, they were actually in dancing poses, so very odd poses. So these were like literally just 30 seconds, like super quick. and these were 1 minute ones. Yeah, had great fun. Again, I think I got some interesting poses here. I quite like that one. That one's quite good. The lying down one's quite good as well. Some of them not so much, but yeah, it's a good challenge. And here was a 90s inspired little page. I just used some, I think these were like those, is it midliner pastel highlighters that you see a lot of people using for like journaling and things. So I just had a go one evening using those. You could see the color palette I was working with there. So I've got a Furby. I didn't really get the likeness of the Furby. Tamagotchi. Floppy disk. If you don't know what that is, then you are a lot younger than what I am. Furry pen, I had one exactly like this. Trolls, aliens, and a Playboy. Here's Playboy, isn't it? Yeah. I'm having a memory fart there. And Game Boy. I said Playboy. What an idiot. Anyway, Game Boy. That is how old I am. I'm even forgetting what they're called now. But I had a yellow one like this. I had a yellow Game Boy, and I had the red Pokemon to go with it. That was my very first game. What was your very first game on the Game Boy? Not Playboy. Playboy is something very different. And this is just an oil pastel vase, flower vase. And these last two pages I'm going to share with you, again, some quick anatomy drawings looking at heads. I'm toying with doing the 100 head challenge. It absolutely terrifies me, and I'm terrible at drawing heads. So therefore I think, why not draw 100 of them just to, you know, get out of my system. Maybe I might be half decent by the end, maybe not. But so that's me just getting the form of and different suggestions of it. And this is just I was going to paint it black, and in all complete honesty, it was an evening that I really couldn't be able to do my daily art. Again, when you're working, you get tired, so I just got out my black Posca pen and drew it all over the page, and then I got out my white, my gold, and my silver Posca pens and done this little flower design. Again, it didn't quite turn out how I thought it would. See down in the corner here, I tried out the pink because I thought the pink over the black would look really cool, but the pink Posca pen didn't turn out, it didn't really show up very well, so that's why I went for the white, gold and silver. But yeah, there we are, guys. That is halfway through my sketchbook. Again, mixed media Strathmore sketchbook. I hope to maybe complete it by summer, maybe. My birthday's in August, so I'm hoping to try and get it done by then, so then I can ask for another one. And I'm thinking of next time asking for a soft cover version. I've seen some artists use, some YouTubers using the soft cover version of this, because although this is hard and quite sturdy, it's quite difficult to kind of use. It quite cumbersome when you're on like the sofa. You can't really just, I really want just to fold back the pages. And I'll probably regret that. I'll probably get the soft cover and be like, no, I need to go back to the hard one, but I at least want to give it a go. So I'm thinking of asking one of those for my birthday. So the challenge is to get this finished by August. We're in April now, so that should be easily achievable. However, like I said, we are having a baby in the meantime, so gonna be quite busy. But there's always nap times, right? Hopefully he'll sleep. So anyway, this is a sketchbook tour. Thank you for watching, guys. Please smash the like button, hit the notification bell, and comment down below. And I hope you join me again for next art vlog. I think I'm going to be, like I said, I'm going to be trying to do some plein air whilst we're in London. We're also taking a trip down to Plymouth briefly for a kind of a quick stop weekend, so I'm going to hopefully get some done down there as well. So hopefully there'll be some interesting videos coming out alongside a studio vlog once I kind of get back on my feet, trying to juggle motherhood and art. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon. God bless.